Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's Travel Videos, and I'm here in Rome, Italy, and I'm just going to walk some of the city streets for you. You know, I've shown you tons of sites and tons of things, but let's do some of the city streets. Let's do it. So this is over by the Spanish Steps, and it's kind of on the way to Trevi Fountain. But I just thought I'd show you what the city streets look like and maybe what the locals are like, or you know how many of them are really locals, but I don't know. But some of these little streets are just like little single lane roads, and you know, but they get, you know, huge buses and stuff through these little streets, and you know, but they're all filled with like little shops and shoes and leather goods and, you know, haircut places, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk down a couple of these little streets and turn left and then come back up a couple of the little streets, and we'll see how this goes. And so this is the main connector, and you can see that it's much bigger, but we're more interested in the basic little roads. So I'll stop talking. You can just enjoy. Bike shops.
Finalmente la mattina mi sono ricordata la pasta.
See the name on that car? Yo-Yo. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Grazie, grazie. go down this one. Let's get off this main one. So it's interesting because some streets have little restaurants and little shops, and other streets have parking in the backside of a building, and you know, you never know what you're going to get. I'm going to go in here and see if I can use the bathroom in this place. I'll be right back. Okay, so he said I can use the toilet. So I figured, what's it look like when you go to use a toilet? And so there's like one sink, and then there's a restroom for, I think that's a woman. And this is the woman's restroom. No toilet seat, no push button, hand dryers. It has soap, that's a plus. And then here's the men's. I think it's the men's. Yep, again, the same thing. No toilet seat and a dryer. And so anyway, okay, bye-bye. Okay, that was the restroom. So you know what to expect when you come to a restroom. And that was a grocery store right there. And so there's just, you know, little shops tucked in all over the place. And this looks like a leather shoe shop or something, but and a little restaurant right there on the right. You know, and sometimes you don't even know what they are until you're like on top of them. It's not like they have a lot of markings that say I'm a restaurant or I'm a shoe repair place or a barber shop. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Like here's an art store. Anyway, I'll go back to not talking. And you can see that I'm alone on this side of the street. Can you tell why? Because it's in the hot 95-degree sun and all the smart people are over there in the shade. But I'm on a mission. This one's got a little bit more livelihood to it. I went in this Carrefour Express the other day, and I bought a beer. It's hotter than hell around here, and they had some Lindt candy on the shelf, and so it was marked 50% off, and it was a good sized bag, and so they started at 10, and so they were asking 5, and I thought, you know, I could use some chocolate, energy food, whatever, and so I asked the guy if he'd knock it down to $3, and so he asked the girl to look it up on the computer. She looked it up on the computer. He told her something. She told him something. He told her something else. She told him something else. And then and they ended up just giving it to me for free. Can you believe that? The whole thing was free. Not $3 off, not $3, not anything, just totally free, which I thought was amazing. And so I went outside and it was all pretty melted, and so I ate the whole thing of Lent candy, and then I went back inside, and when I left I told him I loved him for giving me the candy for free. And then I went back inside and I told him I hate him because I sat outside and ate every bit of it, because there's no way it would have made it in this heat without just being a soup at the bottom of the bag. So anyway, and we all laughed and it was funny, and it's all good.
Sì, ci sono altri detti, io ho fatto l'ultimo, non me la ho niente.
Well, this one's a lively street for sure. So do you get some kind of idea of what it's like to walk through the city streets of Rome? Some little, some big, some with shops, some without. Some with lots of people, some without. Some with smokers, some without. How you doing? Anyway, let's go this way, I guess. Let's not get ran over. Some with music, some without. Oh, a McDonald's. Don't make me do the pickle test. Louis Vuitton. Oh, and this one dumps out right at the Spanish Steps. How is that for a picture? Can you guys even see that? Let me see if I can get it to focus on the steps up there. Yeah, kinda. It'd be nice if that van wasn't in the way, but let's get in front of him. And this is where I'll end the video. You get the idea of the city streets of Rome. In some places, all the tourist places are crazy crowded. The nondescript little side streets are pretty empty. Still amazing, all the same. Crazy, crazy. And you could have a nut if you wanted a nut. That's it, everybody. Bye-bye.